All right, so the weather stuff, everyone's taking it to another level, and they should, because I think it is going to play a huge factor in a Saturday night game in December. And whereas the Bills practice in it every day, the Dolphins don't. So the Dolphins could try to run away from the topic. They could either, kind of embrace the topic. They can lean it. Here's Mike McDaniel, the head coach, when he was asked about the weather and how he's handling that conversation in his building this week.
The course of the game can be influenced, but you still have to play in the same temperature and climate, or as the opposing team, just one's more used to it than the other. So, I think that's something that you have to be real and upfront that, hey, it's going to be cold, but it's also something that no one cares. The box score doesn't read asterisk, it was cold.
Asterisk.
Never has.
And then there was this. This is him at practice. Do you see what that shirt says? Mm-hmm. I wish it were colder.
Go on, Troll King.
And look at
He's icy.
He is leaning into this thing. I wish it were colder. And look, this is the truth of the matter. This is the head coach.
Head coach of the team right there. Not a quality control, not an intern.
We said this back in, I guess it was this combine last year, Kyle. We had McDaniel on, and he was super high energy, and we were like, we love this guy, and he was saying things that no other coaches were saying. And I think it was you across the table from me who said, all right, let's check in December when they play the Bills in a big division. Here we are.
Here we go.
The headline to me, Jamie, would be that they can play in the elements, and that they can go on the road, because this is just a precursor to what is ahead. If they make the playoffs, if it's not a win, if they make the playoffs. The AFC is different than the NFC. There are no domes, okay? You're going to Kansas City. You're going to Buffalo again. You're going, you're going to Cincinnati on a cold Saturday or Sunday.
Or
Baltimore. It is going to be a road trip, and you're going to have to bundle up, because this is the precursor. And to me, this team is not scared of the cold and is capable of winning in the cold. That is the thing. And the Bills, they might as well be the Bengals. They might as well be the Ravens. They might be, This, to me, is about Saturday night in the elements. How is this team from sunny Florida, California, sunny Florida, with the cool coach with the sunglasses and the Ferragamo and the Gucci, how are they going to handle being smacked in the face by an iceberg?
Are those capris he was wearing, Jason?
Right?
Those capris?
Sweatpants, roll them up. I guess that's a whole style.
Just like Don Shula did.
There's a whole vibe down there in Miami.
So may I tee up, Peter, that if your paper came out in Miami, it would maybe say, let it snow.
Bring it.
They win, and
Bring
the
it
paper
on.
is printed in Miami.
It's like you've
All
done
right.
it before, yeah.
Well,
For me, it's all about Tua when you talk about the weather. And the headline, if they're able to win that game, you open up your paper, you're down in Miami, and it says, Tua, ice in his veins. The cold did not bother him. You can just inject the cold throughout his entire body, and he was prepared for it. He talked about in the spring, in the offseason, he went to Maryland to visit his brother, and they went out. He said it was 20 degrees out there. There was snow on the ground, and he threw the ball with some of his brother's receivers at the University of Maryland.
Right.
So he kind of prepared himself a little bit for this. Obviously, it's going to be nothing like what is going to be Saturday night in Buffalo, but it might have been him realizing, hey, I've struggled to play in the cold. Let me go the extra mile, go in those elements, and try to throw a football there. And as I look at this game, all everybody has talked about all week was the way the Chargers played the Miami Dolphins, taking away all the inside breaking routes, not allowing him to sit back there and having Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle to be able to just throw those quick slants and all of those timing routes. So for this game, Saturday night in those elements, we're going to have to see Tua throw the ball outside the numbers. Throw some of those go balls to Tyreek Hill. Throw some of those out-breaking routes that allow those guys to get on the edge and make plays, because it's a copycat league. The way the Chargers played them on Sunday night, you better believe Buffalo's looking at that film and seeing how they were able to limit him, and they're going to force him to say, hey, you know what? We're going to do the same thing. We're not going to allow you to just sit back there and make those throws. Throw the ball on the outside in the wind, in the cold, and make those throws, and let's see if you can beat us that way.
What they do, because a lot of people are talking about the Chargers cracked the code. Now, the Niners, they came up with the Chargers cracked the code. Besides that one play where their Tyreek beat Mike Davis, what the Chargers do strategically, so if the Bills and Leslie Frazier were to copy it, they just packed it in the middle?
Yeah, everybody is saying, hey, the Chargers and the 49ers, they didn't do the same thing. The 49ers played their defense. They're a zone team. They have a really good front four to get after you. The Chargers, what they did was they didn't give them space. So there were times where they bring Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and those speed motions. They had DBs walking down to get in their face. And then once they started up the field in their routes, they stayed on their inside pocket with a safety over the top to not allow those routes going inside where Tua is so good throwing the ball.
Well, there's one guy whose pocket is tough to stay in, and this game is on NFL Network, but as an homage to the Fox Network, I think the headline is going to be "When Cheetahs Attack." I think Tyreek Hill needs to have a huge game against Buffalo to win this game. Now, he did not last time they played, and they won in wildly different conditions, and it was a long time ago. But we said this yesterday. Tyreek Hill is a Bill killer. He has been up against them in big games. He has been up against their loaded defense in big games. He's always been great in the big games, and so, like, I need this dude to go off. I don't think the dink and dunk and here and that is going to get this done. I want to have a massive day for Tyreek Hill. I want him to be in Buffalo Bills fans' nightmares. And more importantly, guys, if you have a great headline, you need a catchy photograph to go with. Let me see the paper. See, the experts over here. This is at the Post. You know, we got bulldozer.
They beat the Bulls in overtime.
Because Jalen Brunson beat the Bulls, bulldozer. But it's the photograph that sells it. So we have a producer here on staff I want to shout out. His name is Steve Korn, K-O-R-N. Call him the freak on the leash. Great producer. I got into the research this morning. This is where we're going with this game. I said, do cheetahs live or play in snow? Because Google says they do not. Google says they do not tolerate snow. They are confined to subtropical habitats. Steve Korn found this. This is what we found. This is how you win the Emmy. Steve Korn. There's a cheetah in the snow. There's a cheetah in the damn snow. They do get in the snow somehow, some way. And so I said, let's push our luck. Let's keep going. Do you have a photograph of a cheetah attacking a buffalo? And we got buffalo surrounding the cheetah. We got the Bills defense. They're swarming cheetah. There's a ton, and now it's a water buffalo. I'm not going to split hairs. That's fine. They're swarming him, and that is how the Bills defense need to swarm the cheetah, Tyreek Hill, as he goes up to those subterranean freezing conditions up in Buffalo. Guys, find me any other program in history that has a picture of buffalo surrounding a cheetah and pertains it to Bills versus Dolphins. Steve Korn wins the Emmy. I think the Bills win the game if they stop Tyreek.
How does that end up, though? I need a conclusion.
How does it end?
Yeah, the cheetah and all the buffalo. What happens?
Yeah, I would think there's many buffalo there. That was like a whole herd. And I don't know if they get that horn thing going or whatever they're going to do. But I don't like the cheetah's odds there because they can only run in small spurts.
So fast.
So fast. But then they get tired. We'll see. Korn, find video for us. What are you doing? Stop watching me. Jamie, what goes on in this game? What's your headline?
If the Dolphins escape Buffalo with a win, my newspaper is coming out of Buffalo, and it's going to read slippery slope.
Okay.
Because the only way this is happening, I think, is Josh Allen has himself a day, and not a good day. Because there have been games this season that he has come down from his godlike status that the Bills like to put him on, and rightfully so. But there is an equation here, and it happened against the Jets, it happened against the Vikings, where he gets, Bradley Chubb, Christian Wilkins, Jalen Phillips. Have yourself a day. Get after this quarterback. Knock him off his mark because I know he can hurdle guys, but he can't do it every time. And there is going to be a time where he's got to turn his shoulder, tuck that ball, and he's going to tackle for loss, slippery slope, because then all of a sudden the Dolphins will sweep the Bills. You are unable to clinch your division.
Yeah, that's rough.
So it's those big names, and this is why the Dolphins went out and got Bradley Chubb. I was looking at defensive ranks of teams that had really great pass rush just to make sure I had a better understanding of where the Dolphins fall. And I stumbled on this article that was a preseason one. It's also always a good way to keep it to scale. And the Broncos are really high up there. And the only reason was Bradley Chubb.
Sure.
And now the Dolphins have one Bradley Chubb. And that kicked them up a lot of notches when they went out and got him at the trade deadline. I think he could be a huge difference maker. And if the Bills lose to the Dolphins in Buffalo, slippery slope.
Could be the 1 seed, too.